Alright, you big oaf, let's get this over with so I don't have to look at your ugly mug anymore. This is the place, right?
If I'm being completely honest, I've never been to this part of town before, so I'm not real certain.
Well, what good are you then?
Well,
Shut up. I think I've just figured out what use you can be. See this ugly wall right here?
Yes, I see it. What about it? It doesn't look finished.
Yeah, no shit, you big oaf. You wanna be useful? Lift me up over this wall so I can unlock the door.
Well, that seems very impolite.
Yeah, so is fucking stealing the prized magic ring. What are you on about, you overgrown rock?
Hey now, there's no need to be rude. Well, alright, come here then. This should be quick.
Whoa, don't be coming at me with those massive fucking mitts like that. Hey, be fucking gentle, will ye? I've changed my mind, set me down.
Gosh, you sure are a squirrely little one. But this'll just take a moment, I promise.
Drop me before I chop your bloody thumb off. Whoa. Hey, my fucking arse. You dropped me on me arse.
Well, gee, for a criminal, you sure are indecisive on how you want to perform your criminal acts.
Oh, shut up, you big fucking ogre.
Hey, what's up everybody? Bionic Asai here, and today I'm going to show off the first of my D&D customs. This is Thozak Dayhunter. So Thozak is one of my D&D characters that I have not yet had a chance to play in a campaign, but he is a Goliath monk. So let's jump right into the custom and I'll break down the design of it. Starting with the base figure, it is the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Outback Hulk. It was a GameStop exclusive. I took that and painted over the tattoos that were initially there with a green sort of color, and Goliaths tend to be gray-skinned with black tattoos. With Thozak, I wanted to do green tattoos as if he had painted over his existing tattoos for his monk order. As for his outfit, it is so these, his pants were some 1/6 scale, sort of like Aladdin pants. I'm not sure what you would call them, but that is what I used, and they worked pretty perfectly for this larger Hulk body. It's just sort of baggy pants. These little strap bits I just cut off of like a some kind of hide strip, something like that. And then all of this was some old ratty piece of fabric. So I used that for his wrist wraps as well as his monk robes. And then underneath, to help hold his staff on, underneath back here is a little rubber band that just hides away when you remove the staff. And then this little metal buckle here is from one of my Kingdom Hearts figures, the crappy Diamond Select ones. Axel, his chakram that he uses, I cut this out of it and then painted it dark gray and then dry brushed on like a bronze for some rust sort of look. So he's got this rusty buckle on there. And then all the fabric I painted up. So this lower layer I did as one piece, and I dipped that in watered down brown paint and then painted on some extra brown in spots. And then with the wrist wraps and this upper section up here, I just dry brushed some brown over it so that you can see that it's still pretty clean underneath. But it gets the look across quite well, I think, and I really love how that buckle turned out with this little extra bit hanging down, and it looks, I don't know, I think it just looks really neat and adds a lot of life to the design. Thozak does still maintain the bulk of his movement, his range of movement in his legs. However, it is a little bit limited just by the pants, and then also by the limitations of the big bulky Hulk body already. But otherwise, he is still quite visible. As for Thozak's accessories, he has his stern face and angry face from the Hulk figure. He has 2 fist hands and 2 open, sort of aggressive pose hands, both from the Hulk, of course. And then the staff of his. Now, the staff could obviously look a whole lot better. I have no sculpting skills whatsoever, but it gets the idea across. It's supposed to be a wooden staff with vines wrapped around it. So this, the core of the staff, is you can sort of see a little bit of it right there. It is just a clear acrylic rod that I took sculpting plastic and heated up and sculpted over it. And then this end was the barrel of a gun accessory from a figure that I snipped the barrel off of, and then got the sculpting plastic and was able to secure it to that. And then I took a little metal ringlet and then wrapped it around the barrel during that process, and was able to secure this dream catcher that was sent to me as a gift, as part of a gift by Christy. So it completes the look and gets exactly this sort of idea across that I wanted for the big man's. So for Thozak's size comparisons, to start with, we have his dwarf friend, Bell Moon Waterberry, and his tiefling friend, Mirai Letheret. Next up, we have a Halo Spartan, who is similarly colored, and then a McFarlane Witcher figure that I need to paint up and customize at some point. And next up, we've got a Marvel Legends Abomination. I don't have my other Hulk anymore to compare with, but this gets that size across. I mean, the Hulks are the same size anyway. Next up, we've got my Batman and Nathan Drake customs. And to finish things off, we've got a Black Series Stormtrooper and my custom Marvel Legends Avenger John Walker. So the rest of the video is going to be the narration of Thozak's backstory. So if you're interested in that, by all means, please stick around. And if not, well then thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think of Thozak. I think he's a pretty fun custom, and I'm very pleased with how his robes turned out. The staff, you know, it gets the idea across, at least. So, yeah. But I like him a lot. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Thozak Dayhunter was born into a clan of battle-hardened Goliaths and raised as one of the fiercest among them. But Thozak learned the tragic truth of the battle his clan so cherished when he was 15 years old. His clan was raided by a retaliating band of humans in the middle of the night. In the chaos and the darkness of night, Thozak mistook his younger and smaller brother for a human enemy, and killed him without mercy. Thozak was struck in horror and utterly disgraced, so he fled that night and ran for days on end. He was discovered by a group of monks tending their temple grounds the next day, and was brought in to be raised and trained as one of their own. So he joined the Order of the Gentle Gust, and learned to love and worship the goddess of air, Akkadi. After 10 years of living, training, praying, and studying under his masters at the monastery, Thozak was given the great honor of becoming the new keeper of the Order's remote forest mountain shrine to the east for his next 25 years of service. So Thozak took his few belongings on the voyage to the shrine where he spent 25 years in solitude, surviving on the forest around him and tending the needs of the shrine. In the time since he left his monastery, his Goliath clan caught word that a Goliath had been living there. Under the impression the humans had taken him and forced him into servitude, they raided and burned the monastery to rubble. Many years later, when Thozak was finished with his service, he returned to realize that he may well be the only monk of his order still alive. So he set out on a quest to find enlightenment from Akkadi and keep his order alive.